Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Michlin morning program on KSJE.
8:50 a.m. Tuesday morning here on KSJE. It's time for our Adopt a Pet Tuesday segment. That is when I get to talk with Amber Francisco from the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. She is joining us live this morning on the phone to tell us about some of the pets available at the shelter this week. Amber, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Thank you for joining us, of course. And everybody survived Bark in the Park this weekend?
We did. It was a beautiful day. We had lots of adoptions and just a lot of fun. So thank you to everybody who came out and participated.
Awesome. Congratulations. Well, we've been talking about that event, and I'm glad it went well. And kudos to you and the crew down there and everyone for getting folks out and getting some dogs and cats into some great new homes, right?
Yes. That was the main focus.
Yeah, exactly. So very good. However, there's still some more on the list, right? So we still have a few to talk about this week, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it and talk about some of the pets that are available this week, starting with Velvet. Tell me about Velvet.
Yes, Velvet is a 2-year-old mixed breed. She is just a chill gal who loves to just do the simple things in life. She loves eating treats and going for walks. She doesn't need much. She just loves to be with people, and she would just love to be in a home and out of the shelter. And she is highly treat motivated, so she's learned to sit and do other tricks here at the shelter, just with my volunteers working with her. Velvet is just ready to go on to her next chapter in her life. Okay.
All right. Very good. That's Velvet, who is available this week at the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. And then what about Angelica?
Angelica is a amazing dog. She's just well-mannered, sweet, bonds with the people that come in and interact with her on a regular basis. So she will be one that's going to just love her new family. So that's what she's looking for. She, too, is also treat motivated and loves to learn new things and to just hang out with people.
Nice. Very good. All right. Angelica, also available this week. And last but certainly not least is Harmony.
Yes, because everybody needs a little harmony in their life, and she's here at the shelter waiting for her people. She's a goofy, affectionate, loves to play tug-of-war, loves going on walks in the park, would love to be in a home with a nice, cozy bed. She does prefer to be the only dog. She's very choosy of her friends, but that's okay because she'll be your loyal sidekick every step of the way, and she's all you're going to need.
Okay. All right. Very good. That is Harmony, also available this week. And, of course, these dogs and all the pets that you have available are available to check out online, too, correct?
Yes. You can go onto our website, our 24 Pet Connect, and see all of the animals here at the shelter, dogs and cats. We have a few cats still. But you can come down and take a look. We always recommend seeing them outside of their kennel so you can get to see their true personalities. And our staff is amazing at matching you up with the right dog for your lifestyle, your activity level, and all in between.
That's true. Very true. Well, that sounds great. And, of course, you'll be open later on this morning at 11:30.
Yes, we're open 11:30 to 5:30. We're open 7 days a week, so stop in and come adopt.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, Amber, thank you so much for joining me this week. It's always great to talk to you. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Scott, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, that sounds great. That is Amber Francisco from the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. She is my guest every Tuesday on these segments, part of KSJE's commitment every week to animal welfare in our community. Again, a reminder, if you're planning to add a pet to your family, we always recommend that you check out the local animal shelters, all of them, or the local rescue organizations to check and see if there might be a great fit for you and your family. And if you want to help us spread the word, just go to the KSJE Facebook Facebook page or our YouTube channel and share this segment with your networks and friends. Of course, the podcast will be published here within the next day or so, and you can always share the podcast too on the different podcast platforms where you can find KSJE podcasts. So thanks so much for helping us spread the word, and thank you for joining me this morning. Tomorrow morning right here on the program, we are talking about Riverfest, which will be here before we know it, Memorial Day weekend in Farmington. One of my favorite summer events, of course, to kick off summer. We'll be talking all about some of the new things planned for Riverfest 2026. I'll see you tomorrow morning a little after 8 o'clock right here on KSJE, Farmington, New Mexico. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.